Hey guys, welcome to this week's episode of Ants NZ. In this week's episode, we go over some cool new updates, as you can see in this viral footage. There's a lot of pupae and plenty of new workers in this colony, and also some sad but pretty cool updates as well, including one colony moving into one of my homemade plaster nests, which is very rewarding feeling. In fact, here I'll show them to you now, as you can see. So, let's get into it. So, as you guys can see, I've got two nests right here connected to some colonies. The blue one has got a colony moved into it, and the purple one I'm trying to get one to move into it. Let's go have a closer look at the blue one. So, here they are. As you guys can see, there's a queen, and there's about 2 workers in there. This colony is from the big outwall, not the small outwall they had them attached to externally. The reason I've moved them out from their test tube is because they had a mass death of 8 workers, and their tube is like disgustingly dirty. So now they live in here. Let's take a closer look into their nest, shall we? So, here's some footage of this colony under a macro lens. As you can see, there's the queen. She's very beautiful, and there are some worker ants. From what I can see, there is no eggs, but they probably have it somewhere, maybe in the tunnel. She's probably made a batch of eggs because they seem pretty happy here, and I've moved them out quite a while ago, like 3 days ago, I think. So, I don't know, she might lay eggs, she might just be too stressed. A bit longer than 3 days ago actually, maybe. Oh, actually yeah, just after I finished making the last video, so about a week ago. I hope these guys eventually lay some eggs and get some more workers, because it's very depressing to see that they have had like a mass death, and their test tube I moved them from was disgusting. It had fly larvae in it, it had plenty of dead workers in it, and yeah. If anyone can identify these ants from this footage, please tell me, because I'm still not 100% sure on what these guys are. Okay, so here's the next colony I've got connected to one of the plaster nests, and what the hell? There is a male elate in there for some reason. I'm not sure why, but that's actually really concerning, because I've read somewhere that colonies produce male elates when they want to get their genes out in the wild before their queen dies or after their queen dies. So hopefully that's not the case here, because I really like this colony. But yeah, I've got them connected to the plaster nest. They don't seem to be wanting to move, so yeah. I'll get some closer footage of inside the nest now. So, here's a bit of a closer look at them. You kind of can see, there's the queen. She seems to be okay and alive. She's moving around and stuff. She's sitting on a reasonable sized pile of brood, so that leads me to think that they're not infertile. There are ants walking around and stuff. It seems like a pretty healthy colony. That male elate or whatever it was kind of confusing me now. But I hope it was nothing, and maybe it was just some illusion. But it probably isn't. Here's some macro footage, and they seem to not really be doing anything abnormal from just any other colony. As you can see, there's some pupae right there, and then it's kind of hard to make out, but there's some larvae and stuff, and there's an ant right there, another ant in the top right, another ant down there, the bottom left. So it just seems like a normal colony. They've built themselves a little fortress, and as you can see, there's horrible mold on the right. I'm hoping that it's not going to be an issue, but it most likely is. Alright, so here's the other side of the nest. As you can see in there, you can see like 2 workers tending to brood, another one just crawling on the left side. Large pile of broods and larvae. It's a lot harder to see the queen from this angle, but you can get the idea where she is. She's just hanging from the ceiling. There she is. The little nest they've built is pretty cool. I'm not actually 100% sure how ants manage to do it, but then there looks to be right there some fresh eggs actually. That's cool. Right under those two pupae. I can't wait for this colony to grow. And as you can see, there's a wing delay right there actually. If I go back, if I were to go back a bit, but yeah, there it is. Yeah, that's the wing delay right there. That's cool. This colony's doing well, and I hope they don't die off or anything. Never had a queen die on me. I'm not planning on it. But yeah, they seem to be doing good. Can't wait to remove all that mold, aka move them out. So yeah, let's go to the next footage. Alright, so these are my two other colonies that I've connected to an outworld. I'm not exactly sure if I showed this in my last week's episode, but I'm pretty sure I did. As you can see, those are the outworlds, and here is this colony, which seem to be very active at the moment for some reason. Probably all just having naps as ants do. They have speed naps, as some people call them. There's about 20 something, maybe? I think exactly 20 or maybe 19. And then there's the outworld and some honey and mealworm. And they're doing pretty good, I have to say. They're doing really well. They've got a huge pile of brood for, well, I think anyway. They've got recent size and they've got a lot of pupae. In this colony, we've got about 13 to 17 workers. I'm not 100% sure, I haven't counted them in a while. But they've got a large pile of brood as well. A lot of pupae, larvae, and I believe there are some eggs in there, but since the background of this is white, you cannot really see it. So yeah. But they also have some mealworm and honey in their outworld, which is kind of cool. They like it a lot, I believe, because it looks reasonably hollow, like missing a lot of meat. I believe I might be underfeeding my colonies actually, because I think they need a little bit more protein than I've been giving them, as a lot of them have a lot of larvae, such as the colony in the box you might have seen in last week's video. And yeah, so there's a worker right there. Let's go to the next clip. So, here's the two colonies I've got in my ant box. As you can see, the one on the left, she's got about 3 workers and a pile of brood. It's all larvae for some reason. I haven't seen any pupae developing from her for some reason. On the right, we've got another one. She has about 5 workers. You guys saw her in the last episode of last week, so yeah. The one on the left, I've kind of figured out her species, I believe. She is an Otratelis glaber, I believe. Just the features, like the long body, the especially long gaster, and the so she's leading me to believe she's an Otratelis glaber, and possibly all my other colonies are as well. So that's kind of cool. But the one that prominently stands out is this queen as a Otratelis glaber. I might be underfeeding her, because as you can see, look at all that larvae. I don't know if she needs more protein or less protein or something, because her larvae doesn't seem to be developing into pupae recently. It's kind of concerning, but after filming this, I gave her some protein. Alright, so in the next clip, I'll try to get some macro footage of this queen. Yeah. Okay, so here's some 20 times macro footage of the Otratelis glaber colony. As you can see, the larvae seems to be healthy looking from my view. It doesn't look dried out, and you can see the worker ants very well, and they don't look like the other worker ants. And well, they kind of do, but not very much when you zoom in close. Queen is very beautiful and about 2 times the size of her workers in length, but these workers are nanitics, so they should be a bit larger soon. It's kind of cool to see them grabbing the larvae, or attempting to, it looks. Alright, so we're going to pick out this colony now and have a closer look at them. So, here they are. Let's see if I can get this to focus. You can't really focus on this side, I'll turn it around. Alright, so there's their food and some honey. And we've also got quite a bit of brood, it looks, and the queen seems to be reasonably calm, but the workers are freaking out. It's kind of cool to see the workers have full gasters, well, reasonably full, social Stone Lake Sandgasters, which is nice to see. They've got some honey in there. After this video I fed them some fresh honey as well. And yeah, they seem to be doing good. I'm enjoying this colony and I can't wait to see some progress with them. And hopefully there's a fresh batch of eggs in there, I think, actually, so hopefully that will develop into some more larvae and give me some more ants as well, which will be good. So I'm not sure why, but this colony seems to like pulling on the cotton a lot. So does the other one. Maybe it means they want an outworld, I'm not sure. But I don't know. Alright, let's go to the closer, like, macro footage. Alright, so here's the macro footage of these guys 20 times. There's their meal one. And look at all those eggs. Oh my god. Look. Ready? Put an arrow. Look at them all. That's so many eggs. I can't wait for those to all turn into larvae. That'll be awesome. And they've got some pupae, they've got larvae, and the queen is doing well as well. And it's from this view you can see the eggs in detail, and also the gaster of one of those ants, which is really cool. And let me just swap it around. There it is. Look at those ants. Look, all the eggs, ants, they're all doing really well. This quality is going to explode in population once those eggs turn into things. Alright, so I've got a new colony. Now look at these. That one on the left is unfertile, definitely, but this one is already got workers, and I counted them after filming this, and they've got about 7, which is very impressive because only 2 days ago I checked and they had 1. So I'm really excited for this colony because I've been antsy to see if this guy, little girl, will succeed, and it seems that they are. And there's the fruit fly and egg, not egg, honey. Let's get some footage from the other side. Such a beautiful queen colony. Okay, so here's some macro footage of this queen, the one that just got her first few workers. Let's see if we can get it to focus, Alright, so there's the queen and there's her workers. I'm not too sure on what species she is, but she does look a bit like a Lasius niger, and she is a lot smaller than all my other queens. Because, yeah, I've got her in actually this really tiny test tube, as you guys may see. Alright, so here's the other side, or another angle of her. She does look kind of stubby, like all my other queens, and I did catch her around the same time. But, I don't know, she might be Lasius niger, she may not. I won't know, and it's kind of hard to get a good photo for the ant keeping forum. So let's just put her away. So, here we've got this colony, which is this is a pretty decent update actually, I have to say. Actually, as recording these voiceovers, I found a worker ant, which I think was from this colony, on my desk, because they're the same size, and I accidentally dropped it in the carpet, so now I can't get it. But yeah, as you guys can see, look at the amount of pupae this queen has. Isn't that just spectacular? I don't know how she's done it, but she's done it. And I think there might be some new eggs somewhere in there. I'm hoping there is. And there's a bit of larvae. Now, I'm super excited for once all this pupae turns into ants, because once it does, I should have at least 50 workers, I'd say, because it's so much. That pile of sand there is a pile where they put all their fruit flies, and that black cotton is scaring me. I don't know what to do with that, but hopefully they'll move into the new tube naturally. I've got over there for them. But they probably won't, because you know ants are stubborn. Everyone knows. If you're an ant keeper, you know that ants are stubborn. I apologize how long this video's gotten, and I'm very happy if any of you guys have stayed along this whole way. I've got some sand there for them to build things with, and yeah, these guys are doing good. Doing pretty well. I'm very proud of their progress. Okay, so just before we finish it off, I thought I'd show you some of the nests I've made. I've organized them all on my table. I think I've made a few more, but they're just scattered around somewhere else. But these are all the ones I've got. I've got some outworlds, a few more outworlds, more outworlds. We've got one of my first nests over there. My friend made that nest, and then a nest there. We've got more nests, and then this is a recent one I made. It's got a giant chamber and then a two-story little building kind of thing. Probably won't be using that since the chamber is too large. I've got an Ants Australia nest there. Might do a review on that one day. And then my homemade white dog nests. And that one I'll be showing you in a minute. And then we've just got some more. Just so many nests. I've got way too many nests. In fact, here's another one I really enjoy. Yeah. So, here's another one. I am pretty good at making nests now. I'm getting the hang of it, and my ants seem to like it. That's the OG nest. You guys might know that from the old days. Made that a while ago. And then that's a really old nest. That one. I made that ages ago. And then here's my most new nest. It's a white tongue and a plaster nest. Right there is where I water them, and then there's the nest. Yeah, and their outworld is pretty simple as well. Yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys like this design, and I may heart your comment, and you can give me some ideas for future projects like this, maybe. Welcome guys, you made it to the end of the video. I know this one was a long one, but I hope you enjoyed it. In the future, I will be just making videos on single colonies, or maybe just 2 at a time, instead of doing all 8 of them in one video. Remember to like, comment, and share this video with your friends if you enjoyed. And if you did, maybe consider subscribing. I know this update was a bit of a sad one, but next week I'll hopefully be doing a tutorial of some sorts. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.